I'm Meghan Kolb, and this is Rapid Fire with Ryan Blaney. Ryan, we did a rapid fire with you maybe a year or two ago, and we had the most hits on YouTube that we've ever had, which was probably like 50. So it was pretty good.
I was gonna guess like 30. But
yeah, no.
You exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, it was around 50. Good. So I figured we had to do it again.
I was 45 of those views. I kept watching.
You kept watching yourself on different devices.
Yeah.
Awesome. I won't tell anybody. So first question, if there is an alien invasion, what's your plan? Like, what are you gonna do?
Alien invasion? Are they not friendly?
No, they're not.
Well, you're just in trouble.
Do we have time for this?
Well, no. I mean, there's not much you can do. Aliens are obviously a lot more intelligent than what we are. So if they're not friendly, you're pretty much...
So what if they are friendly?
Well, then you just go with the flow, I guess. You don't want to rebel against them.
Okay, I was told though that you have preparation for this possibly happening.
I'm a zombie apocalypse preparation guy.
All right, so do you have like water stored? Do you have soup cans? Like, are you ready for it?
I mean, if there's a zombie apocalypse, do you want to switch to that subject?
Sure,
to the
we'll go there.
Well, obviously right away you go to, there's two places you should go. First, you either go to a gun store right away, and then you go to a bar.
Okay.
The reason you go to a bar is because there's bars on the windows, big heavy doors, and usually most of them have roofs, so you can camp up on the roof. Then you have beer, they usually have water there, snacks and stuff. But yeah, somewhere you can barricade yourself.
So you really put like thought into this? Do you think that there's potential ever?
Eventually there will be. It might take a million years, but it might happen down the road.
So hopefully this will get archived and people can look to this.
Hopefully in my next life I'll remember.
In your next life you'll remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, where do you get all of your awesome like throwback vintage gear from? Because it's cool.
Thanks. Part of me doesn't want to say.
I know.
Because a lot of people ask me that and it's a secret. But you find a lot of stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
The World Wide Web is a pretty fascinating place. And, you can buy a lot of things. And I have buddies who collect that stuff and mention it to me. And it's become a thing now to where people will just send me old stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, and I'll just trade them. You know, they send me an old shirt or hat, I'll just send them one of my things.
Yeah.
It's really cool, the old stuff you find out there, and when you find a gem of a driver you really like.
Yeah, that's
I got my recent one, I got a signed Harry Gant hat and shirt in the last year he drove Cup Series, and
that's pretty awesome.
It's been a pretty neat one.
I'm asking this as I'm staring at your tattoo on your leg, but how many tattoos do you have?
17.
17.
Yeah.
So this is the only one exposed. So all of them are in hidden places.
Yeah. No, I actually have face tats, but I have makeup on, so you can't see them.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say you do look a little
like those
makeup.
SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. Caked up.
No, I have 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one you usually can't see on my leg, but I have shorts on today. And 2 of them are for my grandfather, my dad's dad. He used to race, and one is his number, and then his car from 1970 that he drove.
Cool.
And this is just a Star Wars one. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to smell?
It's interesting. There's multiple things. A lot of foods I like, and like a steak, trying to smell steaks. And honestly, the one thing I like is like the beginning of the season when you first jump back in a race car, that the whole smell of after you make a run of rubber being hot and fumes and things like that. That's a cool smell to me. So
for sure. Are there any smells that gross you out?
Body odor. I think that grosses anybody out. Coffee.
Really?
I hate the smell of coffee.
Not a coffee drinker?
If I don't like the smell of it, would I drink
You
it?
can plug your nose.
Right.
I mean, you need the energy that bad.
No, I don't like coffee. I don't like the smell of it or drink it. I've just never really been a fan. I don't like warm drinks, especially hot drinks like coffee. People say, "Oh, iced coffee." I'm like, "Well, no, I don't like the taste of it either."
Yeah,
so
it's just gross.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve?
What is my biggest pet peeve? I don't know. I don't have a lot of pet.
Most
I'm sure I can think of
drivers
one.
say people that drive slow. That's
No, I don't really mind slow
doesn't
drivers.
bother you?
Not really on the road. Left lane riders I don't like. People who ride in the left lane going slow on the interstate. I don't enjoy that. But just because you can go as slow as you want if you're not in the left lane.
Yeah.
Everyone knows left lane's for people who are standing on the gas. But we'll come back and I think I can think of another pet peeve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any words that make you cringe?
Not that I can say on here.
Okay. What is your favorite word?
Not that I can say on here. No, a word that makes me cringe.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not really a lot of words that make you cringe. You know, they're all just sounds that you make. And, not really a word that makes me cringe. My favorite word, I don't really have a favorite word either. There's not like a word that I go to.
Yeah, you don't have that
think,
word where people are like, you always say that.
No. I like the word velociraptor. I think that's a pretty cool word.
Yeah, that's a big one. Do you know how to spell it?
No.
Yeah.
I know I spell raptor, but the velocitype.
The veloci, I don't know. I've never been much of a speller either. Finish this sentence. Never have I ever.
I haven't done a lot of things. Never have I ever played that game without a beer in my hand, I guess.
Okay.
And it's from high school, I guess. Never have I ever jumped off this railing.
Yeah. Do you think you would? Do you think if you went over and like hung, you'd drop?
Yeah. If you got to hang though, yeah, you get hanged by your hands.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about that.
Maybe if there's a mattress under there or something.
Okay.
Possibly.
Anything back to your pet peeve? That's pretty. If you don't have a pet peeve, that's pretty. I mean, you're just laid back. Like, not much must bother you.
People who. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. When you're in the bathroom and people that don't wash their hands and you witness it in the bathroom, that really irks me.
Because it's disgusting?
Because it's gross.
It is gross.
Like, especially if you just come out of the stall and you don't wash your hands. Like, that's bad.
You probably shake hands and touch a lot of people's hands all day long. So do you look at people and wonder if they're hand washers?
I try not to think of that.
Yeah.
My man Ian always carries some sanitizer with him. So that helps me out because I got really sick. And I know it's from shaking people's hands.
Yeah. Should just start like elbow bumping.
Ago. Yeah, but you want to shake hands because it's the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
You don't want to fist bump because that's kind of rude, but yeah, like everyone's just wash your hands, man. Come on. You know how many cruise lines have gotten sick?
Everybody wash your hands.
Because people don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
They have you have to wash your hands before you eat on a cruise now. Did you know that? The buffets that you go to, I went on a cruise last year and they forced you to go on this line to wash your hands before you got in the buffet.
That's how it should be though.
Yeah, it should be like the way. But it's just that bad that they have to be like, we're back in kindergarten. That's like, okay, wash your hands.
The basics. Yeah. As I'm staring at your Sharpie on the floor, final question. What is one thing that like you just couldn't live without? I'm assuming it's not a Sharpie, that's just a part of like what you do all the time, but what's something you couldn't live without?
Couldn't live without. Food, water. I think you kind of need those. Literally, you couldn't live without those two.
You're literal
categories. Yeah. I don't know. Do a lot of people say phones? I can live without a phone pretty easy. Yeah. People did it for thousands of years. I don't know.
Not attached.
Not really
attached to anything.
Attached to many things. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I guess the next time we have a rapid, you sit and think on that in a year or two.
Okay.
When you're a cup champion.
Thanks.
Then we come back and interview you.
Okay. See if I'm attached to anything.
If you're attached to maybe your trophy.
Okay.
It might be the trophy.
Maybe carry it around with me everywhere.
That's fair. All right, there you have it. That's Rapid Fire with Ryan Blaney.